Okay, hello guys. I'm going to be unboxing Pokemon card pack, which I packaged up and ended up keeping. So we're just going to take off the wrapping paper first. And I'm doing this because I'm losing against my brother, and so I had this backup one. I wasn't sure if I should give it to him or if I needed it, and it turns out I really need it because I've even brought out my strongest Pokemon cards against him. And I still can't win, because he has the newer ones. So we have a pack of 20. The camera setup isn't so great, so I'm just going to lift that so you can see a little more. Yeah. Here we go. So, this is the first pack I've ever opened in my whole... How long have I been collecting Pokemon cards? Well, I haven't been. I've only recently started to get back into it, but I must have started when I was 8 and it kind of pitted off when I was 11 or something. And I used to have hundreds, and then I kept my top 60 or 50 favorites or something like that. And then I also bought some at a car boot sale where they were selling some really good ones because of the power creep. This kid was getting rid of his old ones, and to me, they were like top quality first few generations. And I was like, whoa, these are so much better than any cards I've ever seen before. And that was because he was probably getting rid of them to get the better ones. So, this is very exciting. So I'm assuming these are the two premium cards because... Oh. Well, I think it comes with two premium cards and then 80 just filler cards, so... Let's look at this. First of all, we have Spearow. Let me position that a little higher up for you guys. Yep, so we have a Spearow, which is a Gen 1 Pokemon, which I really like. That's some really nice artwork there. That's lovely. Where's the artist's name? There. Tetsuya Kozumi, sorry. Tetsuya Kozumi. Dyslexia, huh? Excellent. Its reckless nature leads it to stand up to others, even large Pokemon. It has to protect its territory. Yeah. I always liked Spearow. I always thought it had a really nice, simple design. The beak shape and the head shape has always been awesome. The color of the wings. And you can see some really nice background landscape in that one. I really like that. That's one thing about Pokemon cards, is just the illustrations and the different artists they have for it. It's a big part of the collecting for many people. Yeah, so glide and dive speed, so 1 energy for 10 damage. So that's a pretty decent card. I like it. Oh, a fairy type. I haven't, because I've only recently got back into Pokemon, and that includes the games. I kind of, when it went to the 3DS era, I kind of missed out on it because I didn't have a 3DS. So I never really encountered fairy types. Well, they seem to have, from my brother's ones, they seem to have not strong hitting moves and more like cool ability moves. Pokemon's now confused. No coin flip. That's a nice one. That's a good little filler one to swap out and swap back. 1 retreat cost, that's okay. As for the art, not so much of a big fan. I've never really seen this Pokemon before. It looks nice and the background's cool. But it's... Oh, we can read the description. As it drowses the day away, it nourishes itself by sucking from tree roots. It wakens at the fall of night, wandering off in search of a new tree. Interesting. Cool, and there's dark resistance, which I've never had because in the original Pokemon cards, there was no dark or steel or fairy, certainly. And poison Pokemon were toxic. No, sorry, poison Pokemon were psychic types instead of dark types. Yeah. Slowpoke, nice Pokemon, different kind of more cartoony art style. I like the pose, it's as if he's not going so slow. It lazes vacantly near water. If something bites its tail, it won't even notice for a whole day. Very humorous. Whimsy Tackle. That's half 50-50 chance of happening. 20 HP, so effectively a risky 10 variable, 1 energy to 10 damage, 60 again. So we're getting some really basic ones, which is fine. I still think my favorite Spearow so far. Nosepass, a Pokemon, I don't know why they're upside down. Anyway, a Pokemon which I'm not a big fan of. I definitely don't like his evolution, Protopass or something. Well, the background on this one is amazing, and look! That formation is actually Dialga, one of my favorite legendary Pokemons, because I loved Pokemon Diamond, and Platinum, but I had Diamond until it broke. And so our first 80 HP Pokemon, which I would consider a pretty solid amount, as I'm using my strongest Pokemon now. My deck is composed of my strongest ones now. Before I was just playing around and enjoying all my weaker Pokemon I used to use more. Yeah, so I love that background. I think the pose is nice. That's probably the best illustration of Nosepass I've seen, and I enjoy it. So fighting type. Ooh, some interesting attacks here. Draw towards, switch one of your Pokemon's benched with their active. Okay. My Donphan has a move where it's 3 fighting energy, does 50 damage, and it retreats both of you. So it's cool to kind of force that, because that's very useful, and then Nosepass can stay out. And Zap Cannon, 3 for 50, and then you can't use Zap Cannon for your next turn. It's like a recharge, but you can use draw card. That's really good. 3 energy for 50? That's decent. I know I said it's really good, but no, that's decent. And retreat cost is slightly on the high end, and no resistance, so I'd say that's a decent Pokemon, and it's probably the best version of Nosepass I've ever seen. And for its description, it moves less than an inch a year. But when it's in a jam, it will spin and drill down into the ground in a split second. Lovely. That's just one-upping on Slowpoke. Won't notice his tail being bit for a whole day. Moves an inch a year. Yeah, I'm not really used trainer cards because I got rid of all of mine when I was a kid because I didn't really understand them. But Misty's Determination. Discard a card from your hand. If you do, look at the top 8 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Shuffle the rest of the cards back into your deck. Nice. Put that over there. Oh, another fairy type. One that I haven't seen before. Spritzee. Another 60 HP. That's 4 out of 5 so far. I like the art, it's pretty cute. Very clean and soft. I'm going to read the description first on this one because I'm interested. It emits a scent that enraptures those who smell it. This fragrance changes depending on what it has eaten. That's really cool. Attacks. Nap. Nap? Not as in sleep as in like, ha, nap. I don't know. Heal 20 damage. Oh, no. It's heal, so yeah, sleeping nap. You gotta rest, guys. Can't work all the time. Heal 20%, 20 damage from this Pokemon. That'd be good. If I wasn't playing against overpowered Pokemon. But that's a decent for 1 energy. That's pretty good. If you get the right Pokemon matchup, like if somebody sends out a weak Pokemon against you and you send this one out first, then it can last a little bit. Probably make them retreat. And Fairy Wind, 1 energy for 10 damage. Decent. Let's put that off to the side. And Pikachu! We all love Pikachu, don't we? That's a nice, yeah, very energetic one. Really good background. Pikachu's more simplified than the background, which is interesting, but we all love Pikachu, don't we? 70 HP. Nice. And Peekaboo. Very basic. 2 energy, an electric and a normal for 30 damage. That's decent. Metal resistance. 1 retreat cost. Very solid Pokemon. Its nature is to store up electricity. Forests where nests of Pikachu live are dangerous, since trees are often struck by lightning. Oh, I love that. Look at the colors. You got purple on the top, you got these droplets that are reflecting the sky, and then there's fire in the background, and then the rocks are splitting, and he has a grimace on his face, so you can't really see it, but his eyes, it's very intense, even though he's cute. Cubone is such a interesting, cool design, how it's like intimidating, but it's this little 1 foot high, 14 pounds, little cute thing, little cute guy. At least we imagine so, under the skull. But then there's kind of the more morbidness of the skeleton. Yeah, but another 60. Seems to be 60 is the standard. I think 40 used to be more of the filler standard. But 60 is a nice number. 2 energy, sharp shooting. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Weakness and resistance doesn't apply for bench, so I guess if you're doing double battle, if you can do that, I never was really up to date, but assumably that means you can attack any active Pokemon, or benched without the weaknesses, but it's a normal type move at least. Depends how you play it. I've never sought out the professional rules or whatever, or official rules. I just play how I think is fun, as long as the person I'm playing with agrees with those rules. Anyway, love the art in this one. Let's read the description. The skull it wears on its head is that of its dead mother. According to some, it will evolve when it comes to terms with the pain of her death. Yeah, Cubone's always been a very sad and kind of really tough concept for a Pokemon. I really like him. I've never used them in game because they're usually rather rare. I might have once in yellow though, I'm not sure. Oh, I know this Pokemon, Larvesta. It's like it's not. I don't think it's not really legendary because it evolves, but it's like a rare endgame one, and I think it evolves at a ridiculous level, like 65 or something. Anyway, 70 HP. I already have plenty of good fire types, so it seems to be a 3D model, which is so much better than the older 3D models. Hold on. I don't have it. No, I do have it with me. 1 second. If I could just draw your attention to one of my old cards. This is a 2019 card. It was printed in 2019. And you can see the 3D model with the background, assumably not 3D rendered. Now, compare it to a card, a little card from 1998. Diglett. Look at that. I like Diglett, but he does look a little gross here. I'm sorry, Diglett. He looks a bit furry. Does anyone else think that's weird? And you got that lovely Binweevil grass texture. 30 HP. Classic. Yeah. Anyway, back to Larvesta. Combustion. Fair move. I do have stronger Pokemon than this, which kind of take up this role. Almost. No resistance. Let's see. The base of volcanoes is where they make their homes. They shoot fire from their 5 horns to repel attacking enemies. Nice. Oh, I did want to mention the illustrator for the Cubone one, particularly because I think it's a really good one. Hasuno. Okay. Next one, which seems to be a Rapidash, which is amazing because I have a Rapidash. It's another original one, and I had a Dark Rapidash, which I never really used with it because, well, I did for a while, but, you know, Hold on, let me get that. I want to compare Rapidashes. This is exciting. Okay, so that's the Ponyta. I've always kind of really liked that style. It looks like the style from the anime. Yeah, it's an old card. It's a bit dirty. And then I had this Dark Rapidash, which was decent. But now, 100 HP. And that's some really cool art, even though that is very stylistic. Let's focus on this one where the flames are really the aspect, and it contrasts well with the fire in the background and there's gusts of winds and stuff. And I can evolve it now. Anyway, let's have a look. 100 HP, that's a really decent amount. That's a good. Overrun. 1 fire energy for 30 damage. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Wait, so does it do 30 damage to the active and then also the bench? Otherwise, it would be like this card where it says 20 damage. So, assumably, that does 30 and 30 damage. If so, that's ridiculously strong. Because it takes half the energy. No, it's fire. It is a stage 2. Oh, sorry. Yeah, stage 2 evolves from stage 1. Yeah. And Flametail. 1 fire and 1 normal for 60, which is far better than 2 normal for 20, or 2 fire and then discarding an additional fire for 30 plus 1 for the bench. So yeah, this is an improvement in every way. It even has the same no resistant, no retreat cost. Yeah, it's amazing. Let's read the description. Very competitive, this Pokemon will chase anything that moves fast in the hopes of racing it. I remember the racing episode. Lovely art, by the way. By Misa Jaja Binks. Sorry. Misa Tusatu? I'm really bad with foreign names. I can barely do English myself. Dyslexia in it. How many times am I going to mention this to excuse my poor reading skills? Roxy! She's the second gym leader in Pokemon Black and White 2. Discard up to 2 Pokemon that aren't Pokemon GX or EX. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I was before that time. Although I think I might have 1 GX or something. Maybe a few, I don't know. Anyway. Draw 3 cards for each card you discarded this way. Oh, a Psychic type. Which is poison. Okay, I guess sometimes, only sometimes they're dark. Maybe they changed it again. Poison Breath. Your active Pokemon is now poisoned. Very simple. Never seen that Pokemon before. It's like a seahorse. Standard 60 again. Rather high retreat cost for something that can only do poison. It vanishes into seaweed and then remains perfectly still to avoid attacks from large Pokemon. Rotten seaweed is its main source of food. Guess that kind of explains the poison. Sneasel! I like Sneasel. I like him a lot. Steel Dark is a lovely combination. And he is looking very mischievous. I like it. Nice tree in the background. Looks like something from Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I like the background. I like the shading and the rendering technique on this one. Really like how the gem was made. The facial expression is great. Okay, so we got 70 and slash 2 energy, 1 normal, 1 dark for 30 damage, decent. 1 retreat. He's got resistance. Solid card. Oh, and I like the textured background for that. Illustrator is Sui. Nice. They will cooperate to steal eggs from the nests of bird Pokemon. Eggs, but fight but fights break out to determine which one gets to eat the eggs, naturally. Execute. Whoa, an energy card. I have not seen, because I got rid of my energy cards too, silly me. Because I was like, oh, I'm not going to play anymore, I'm just going to keep them for keepsake. So I got rid of my traders and energies. Which I'm sure energies have some worth anyway, outside of the playing too. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like how they changed the designs for these as well. And electric. And the dark, and that looks very sweet. And then these are the two premium cards, I suppose, but 60/60, I guess they're not premium. Yeah, we didn't seem to get any super strong ones aside from that Rapidash, I guess, which is a little disappointing because when my brother opened some and he got some crazy cards. He opened the same type of pack as me and he got this legendary, which when he sends it out, I basically lost. I've lost dozens. Well, no, not dozens, but I've lost several games where he's just destroying me because he sent out that Pokemon. But anyway, it's nice to have some new cards. We got some good art, and we still have 2 more to look through. This is a new one for me. Dewpider. Like a dew spider, right? Oh, I see. I thought this was its eyes, and well, maybe it is. Oh, I think it's supposed to be, but it's you know, its legs like it's supposed to look like a spider. Anyway, it's a water type. Ram, 2 for 20, 3 for 40. Decent. Not too much to say about this card. Quite nice art. Shibo. Oh no, I can't say that. Shibozo. When 2 Dewpider meet, they display their water bubbles to each other. Then the one with the smaller bubble gets out of the other's way. Okay, that's interesting. And our final... Oh, what the... What the... I haven't seen this one before. It looks familiar. I've never played a game with it. Why is it just yellow? No texture. That's interesting. It looks like it's an electric, but it's not. Helopite? How odd. Anyway, yeah, how odd. Tail Whip. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon can't attack during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't attack during my opponent's next turn. But doesn't that mean I'm? Oh no, the defending for the attack. Okay, not the defending for their turn. And Rear Kick, 3 for 30. Oh. Not great. Yeah. I was hoping to get a couple of strong ones. We got some decent ones. Rapidash most certainly was the best. That move there is incredible. I think it's very strong. I'm gonna add that to my deck, and I might bring Ponyta back for that. Quite enjoyed seeing Larvesta. Skelp was interesting, a little pointless. Sneasel, I liked his little face, and yeah, I like Sneasel. Dewpider, nice little description, good to learn about new Pokemon. This boy, Helopite, no comment. I do like him, it's just that design is very surprising, and it didn't seem like much of a great Pokemon. Tail Whip might be good though. Pikachu, nice Pikachu. Yeah, I think there's better looking Pikachu cards out there, but this one's very playful and energetic, and it's decent, so I'm very happy with that, and I like the background. This one, cute little art style there. Nice to have a fairy type. And speaking of which, other fairy type, which I found the description rather interesting. Yeah, not too much else to say about that. Spearow, which was a really great start to the card opening. I really like Spearow, and is still probably one of my favorite arts, aside from Cubone. That's my favorite. I love that so much. It's really dramatic, and it fits Cubone pretty well, I think. Yep, the art's the best thing about this card, by far, and that's a really good thing, because the art's great. Slowpoke, funny description, no great attacker. But what do you expect? I like him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. And Nosepass. Really lovely art, and it's probably the most joy I've ever gotten out of a Nosepass. Ever. In any form. Decent health. Or good health, rather. Nice attack, I think. Nice repertoire. Yeah. In all honesty, I can't help feel a little disappointed because I was really hoping I would get a couple of cards which would elevate my deck, so I could kind of combat the newer cards which have come out, which are very strong. But it seems like Rapidash is probably going to be my only addition. Maybe Nosepass. Maybe, possibly Pikachu in a certain situation. Or Sneasel, actually, because they basically have the same stats, effectively. The only difference really being... Well, actually, they're weak to the same thing. The only difference is... this one's electric energy. This one's dark energy. This one is resistant to psychic. This one's resistant to metal. Gameplay-wise, they're the same. Pretty much. Oh, hold on. I just realized we missed 2 cards. It's nothing exciting, but we got a fairy energy, which I've never seen before. And one last Pokemon. Clefairy. Very cute Pokemon. Decent art. Nice. 50, so what would be considered below average now. Dull Swap. Put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. If you do, you may play Lily's Pokédoll from your hand as your new Pokemon. Well, I don't have that. Ooh, I didn't mean to drop that. So, that's a little pointless. Well, not really, it does 60 damage. That's more than its health. The only time I've seen that is Ancient Mew before. They're popular, but they're rare. Trainers who show them off recklessly may be targeted by thieves. And that's the end. That's the end. Got 3 fairies, which is interesting. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a lovely day. And, goodbye. What an awkward camera angle for waving goodbye. Yeah. But see ya. Bye.